The tiny town of Silverwood, Colorado, lay nestled in a bowl of pines and mountain-shadowed hollows. On spring mornings, the sky, once cobalt, felt washed out, as if someone had gently erased its clarity, hoping no one would notice. Caroline Hayes woke to this pale horizon and pressed a hand to the window pane, cold beneath her fingertips. Her heartbeat echoed in the silent room. Caroline lived above the antique shop she managed, timeless treasures, the creaking of floorboards, the faint scent of varnish and old wood. These were her morning companions. Today, she guided her fingers across the display window, tracing the curves of a silver locket she hadn't yet found the courage to open since her father's passing 6 months ago. It sat like a small wound, memory its only thread. Outside, her neighbor's son, Daniel, pedaled past on his red bicycle, school bag bouncing. He offered a shy wave. Caroline forced a tight smile. Her chest pinched, as if the air itself resisted moving in. She cleared her throat and forced herself into motion. Morning light filtered through warped glass as she unlocked the shop. The jangle of the bell, bright, insistent, made her start. She inhaled the familiar scent of aging paper and polished wood and ran her hand across a stack of journals and porcelain figurines. Objects held fragments of people's pasts she didn't know, stories whispered through chipped edges or handwritten notes tucked into covers. Today, the locket glimmered under the ray of this half-hearted sun, its surface dull and blank inside, like her days. Later, a bell rang again. Carolyn looked up to see Ariel Ross, a childhood friend she hadn't spoken to since leaving for college in Denver. Ariel's auburn hair framed her face in soft waves, and she carried a canvas bag heavy with rolled sketches. Caroline's throat clenched at the recognition of a voice she once knew like home. "Ariel," Caroline said, voice uneven as her feet carried her forward. Ariel smiled, nervous brilliance shining in her eyes. "I moved back," she said. "I missed Silverwood. And I missed us." The words hovered, fragile. Caroline stared. Time lodged between them like a barred gate neither had opened. The last time they'd talked was a fight, raw and tangled, Ariel accusing Caroline of running away, Caroline accusing Ariel of never asking her to stay. Distance had grown where words had failed. Now Ariel brushed a hand to her sketchbook, hands shaking like leaves. "May I show you?" Silence swelled before Caroline nodded. They sat in the back corner of the shop. Ariel unrolled a page, a sketch of the tree-lined road they used to bike together, branches arching overhead like a tunnel of green. And beyond, a sky, brilliant, impossibly blue, lines so vibrant it made the rest of the drawing glow. Caroline's breath caught. She traced the sky in graphite, wondering if it could ever return to being real. Ariel's voice trembled. "I wanted to capture how it used to feel, before things changed." Caroline swallowed hard. The air around her felt sharper, full of things unsaid. She closed her eyes and remembered summer afternoons in that very road, pedal noise mingling with laughter, the sky so blue it stained her vision afterward. That feeling of smallness and freedom had gone missing. Tears came quietly. Ariel didn't flinch. Caroline's voice was low when she spoke. "I'm sorry I left you behind." Ariel's breath wavered. "I'm sorry I didn't ask you to stay." That was enough. They leaned into the space between apology and forgiveness, where a friendship could be reborn. Outside, light deepened, richer, warmer, as if the sky had remembered its hue. They stayed until closing, rearranging displays, sharing memories like tender gifts. Months passed. One afternoon, Caroline pressed a letter into Ariel's hands, an old-school lined envelope, the locket's key tucked inside. Her fingers brushed Ariel's as she spoke, voice absolutely steady. I never opened it after Dad passed. I couldn't. Would you help me? Ariel's eyes glistened. Caroline turned the key, and inside the locket, her father's handwriting, faint, where the sky used to be blue, I see you. Caroline's hand trembled. Ariel's closed over hers. Snow began to fall gently against the shop's window. Wide flakes drifting down like fragments of sky loosened from memory. The lamp inside glowed gold, illuminating two friends whose world, once dulled, glowed again between them.